Alright, so we're going to set things up and we are going to do the NBA jerseys. So this is the Philadelphia 76ers. This is their association jerseys, just plain basic white Philly on 21. The icon is blue. They're blue jerseys. Their statement jerseys are the red with Philly in cursive. City jerseys, the Sixers 21, nice jerseys. Yeah, nuts. I thought that would turn 21 around, but yeah, these are the jerseys. You see the red, green, and blue on the sides. This is the 1950s jersey. They wore that when they were the Syracuse Nationals and all that, so that kind of looks nice. And their away jerseys were red with the blue lettering. 1966, those home jerseys wearing the number on above, like Philly for Philadelphia with big red stripe. Their away jerseys were the number with Philly, and then there's the shorts. 1970s, they changed to a basic one. Their road jerseys were blue. 1977, they wore just Sixers with the stars on them side, if you see that. Away jersey there. Their 1990s jerseys. See there? And then they started wear red as their road jerseys instead of blue. Sixers. 94, they changed these jerseys to the crazy Sixers jerseys. I don't know what the thing is with the... Was it supposed to be a P or something? Sixers with the stars? I don't know. And then the road jerseys were red with that location. And these are the Allen Iverson jerseys, if you will. Sixers with the stars and the basketball swooshing through, and away jerseys all black. Their alternates were blue. And then in 2009, Embiid, unfold your arms. Did that. And then the away jersey, I guess because side stripe, and then they went to the classic Sixers. Like that. Like blue. And the classic alternate. Okay, so that's one. Milwaukee, this is their association, the white jerseys. Bucks 34, their icon jerseys are their road jerseys, green with Milwaukee on the front. Statement jerseys, the Buck on the logo on the front. 34 for Antetokounmpo. City jerseys, basically fine. Classics 1970s home jerseys were red, numbering and lettering and all that. The road jerseys were Milwaukee instead of Bucks on the front. And then they went with the Bucks in cursive. Road jerseys, green with the red lettering. And then their home jerseys in the 70s and 80s were Bucks 34, road jerseys, that. And then they changed to kind of a greenish look for their Bucks. Yeah, more green there. And then 93 to 06, they had purple on the side for the Bucks and all that. Yeah, they say were purple as their road jerseys. And their classic alternate, the 3D Buck 34, kind of cool. Looks cool. Wonder if you... Okay, you can't do that. Okay, classic 06 to 2015 at home. Classic uniform. All that. Their alternates in red with Milwaukee. Alright. So, yeah, I know it's hard. Bulls and uniforms. This is their home jerseys. The Bulls, basic red and black. Statement is they're black with Chicago on the front, not Bulls. City jerseys, Chicago, like those jerseys from the 1980s that MJ wore his first few seasons. Then their 1970s home jerseys, can't really tell any difference. Chicago on the front. And then their Bulls, yeah, those Bulls jerseys, uncross your arms, yeah, with Bulls kind of in the arc thing, and then Chicago, like the MJ jerseys there. And then they went to basic Bulls, all that. I don't think they really added much in that one. Classic alternate would be in black. And then they went with black shorts. Oh, longer black shorts. And then their home jerseys like that. Road jerseys, alternates in black. And that's all. Okay, so let's go with another team, Cleveland. Uniforms are home jerseys, Cavs. Their road jerseys red, with the red shorts and all that, Cleveland. Statement jerseys, the black jerseys with the red C on them. City jerseys, unfold your arms. There we are. The old Cleveland Cavaliers jersey logo from the 1970s and all that, so with a Cavalier on it. This is their home jerseys, Cleveland, with yellow, wine and gold, if they call it that, and with the stripes on the side. The road jerseys, red. You see the gold and white things there, and then they changed their logo to Cavs, but have the feed, but like a basketball, like a net. Kind of look campy and all that. And then they went with blue lettering for the home and away jerseys. And then in 89 they changed their away jerseys to just Cleveland. And then they wore these monstrosities, if you will, at home, like the white, but then a splash of blue with the pants and the jersey, and then Cleveland with 10. The Cavs with the basketball dunking into the net. And then they went, when LeBron started with these jerseys, Cavaliers with the big C and all that, they decided to go back to wine and gold, if you will. And then their alternate in black with the stripes. And then those Cavalier jerseys, Cleveland. And their alternate in yellow, Cavs. Done. Okay, let's go with Boston. Classic Boston outfits, green and white. The road jerseys, crisp and clean. Their statement jerseys are black with Celtics on it. Their city jerseys, the classic green, but with more 3D graphic with Celtics, and I guess the shamrock on the side. The classics from the 1960s, Nike they said, but Celtics with the weird font and all that. 46 to 69, those were the home jerseys and all that. I think Celtics was more spread out with the lettering. And Boston 0 on it, classic. And then they went with Celtics there. And then their classic home jerseys from 72 to 99. Just basic Celtics and all that. Not really a lot of changes, like you notice. Well, their alternate jerseys say Boston with the green 0 and all that. Celtics, but then they changed it to the black. All that. Alright. Clippers time. Why sporting these Clippers outfits? The icon jerseys. Like that in blue. Their statement jerseys, the LAC logo, which is kind of crappy and all that. It's like LAC, that lettering black. City jerseys wearing light blue with the yellow, with the white stuff on the pants and all that. Clippers 2, classic 71. When they were the Buffalo Braves, people forget that the Clippers didn't always exist in Los Angeles. They started in Buffalo, an expansion team in 1970. With those, the orange and blue, the black stripe with the Buffalo Braves singing on it, and Braves down number 2. By the way, the Braves played some home games at Maple Leaf Gardens. Their road jerseys were orange with Buffalo on it, and then these are the 80s Clippers jerseys that once they moved from San Diego, well, they went to Los Angeles in 1970, no, San Diego in 78, and then moved to Los Angeles. The Clippers, those jerseys with Clippers, the C and all that, away jerseys in blue, and then they wore these home jerseys in one of the worst eras in NBA history. The red jerseys, alternate blue with Los Angeles in red on there. Classic home jerseys there, Clippers there, Los Angeles in red, in white with the red jersey, and the alternate in blue, and then they went to those Clippers, Grizzlies time. This is John Morant modeling the Memphis home jerseys. The road jerseys are Grizzlies 12. The statement jerseys are the light blue with Grizzlies. The city jersey, Memphis 12. And stuff, Grizzly stuff around the waist. Classic home jerseys, that's the classic Vancouver Grizzlies home jersey. People forget that they played in Vancouver for like 5 years, and unfortunately they never did well. I don't think the Grizzlies ever had a 30-win season in Vancouver. The fan base was there. I just wish they had the Grizzlies, but they had the actual Grizzly there. And then 01, when they changed to Memphis, they just put Memphis in black and all that black jerseys. And then they changed in 2004 to put some blue on it. Grizzlies 12 with the bear on the shorts. And then Memphis there, number 12 with the light blue lettering. And then they went with those home jerseys, road jerseys. Their alternates light blue with Memphis. There we go. Alright, let's go with the Hawks. Trae Young with these jerseys, the red lettering and all that. Icon, red jersey with the white lettering. Statement jerseys, the black jerseys with Hawks and yellow on the front. And then the city jerseys, those are kind of cool, those city jerseys. Remind you of the 1990s jerseys. Well, they're yellow, but with the Hawk perched upon the basketball with Atlanta on it. These are the classic home jerseys from the 1970s Atlanta with that weird piping, striping there, Atlanta 11. Away jerseys, yeah, it's weird seeing green on those jerseys. And then they changed those to what they call the Big Red jerseys, Big Red Stripe, because Big Red is a big chewing gum company in the States. So that's what they would wear. And on the side, it would be like a hawk in a basketball. I thought it was like some kind of weird Pac-Man because of the eye, but of course I was wrong. That's the road jerseys with the stripe. And then they went with the Hawks jerseys in white with the Hawks pushing on the basketball, kind of like the city jerseys. And then the away jerseys were black, and then they transferred to red. And then they changed it to Hawks with the Hawks on the pants. Those in red. Alternate, a yellow jersey with Atlanta in that font. And then they went to Hawks, just normal Hawks, and then changed the road jerseys to blue, Atlanta 11. And then their alternate was the ATL red jerseys, you see there. And there we go. Alright, so let's go to Miami. The association jerseys, just basic. The Heat with the T, with the Heat, by the T, with the basketball, the logo, the flaming basketball through that hoop. Icon, you see that in black, Miami. Statement, red jerseys, 22, see there. And then the city jerseys, those weird jerseys with the weird lettering, Miami in different font. Each letter is different font at the front, that's kind of weird. Classic home jerseys from the expansion team in 88 to 99. Heat on the pants with that flaming basketball. There's the Heat, but with a 3D number. Road jerseys were black. Their alternates were red with the black lettering. And then they went with a basic Heat jersey in the 2000s, like Heat, and just a plain number and all that with the basketball. Black for away, alternate in red. And then in 2009, 2017, that's what their home jerseys were. The road jerseys, I don't really see much of a difference. Maybe the pants. 2012, they wore these alternates in black, white. And then in 2013, they wore the alternates, the white alternates, with the stuff in red stencil. Okay. You done? Hornets time. The Charlotte team, the association, Charlotte number 2. Oops. Icon jerseys, the blue with the pinstripe on it. Statement, CHA for Charlotte, and the number 2. And the city jerseys is Charlotte in cursive, number 2. Classic home jerseys, the Hornets when they were expansion team in 89 and all that. Simple white jersey with the blue pinstripes, Charlotte on it. Away jerseys were green and all that. They wore a blue alternate. Then they changed their name to the Bobcats and all that. While they were expansion, Charlotte moved to New Orleans, and then they got a expansion franchise called the Bobcats. Kind of weird jerseys and all that. Charlotte 2 with orange and all that, like the NASCAR racing stripe. Bobcats 2, their away jerseys said Charlotte in blue with the pinstripes and all that. But then they became the Hornets. New Orleans decided to change their name to the Pelicans. Utah Jazz, their normal jersey, the Jazz with the note with the J, blue, yellow, and green, I think. Icon, See those icon jerseys, blue with yellow things and all that? Nope. Statement jerseys, yeah, yellow with the Jazz note and the number on the front. And their city jerseys are the Utah with a weird gradient of red and yellow on it. With classic home jerseys from 1979 when they moved from New Orleans, sorry. So just the purple lettering and all that, and the Jazz thing. Their road jerseys were green and yellow. A lot of people were upset because the Jazz, they didn't think that Jazz belonged to Utah and all that, the name. And then there's the classic Utah, and they put Utah above the Jazz thing. And then changed the road colors to purple and yellow. And then they went with the Mountains jersey on it. Kind of nice. Oh, that looked refreshing. Reminded you of like Coors Light or Anheuser-Busch. And then they wore these Jazz home jerseys. And road jerseys blue and 2 types of blue. And then they went with those. Alright, so let's go with Sacramento. Unfold your arms. Okay, so Mike Bibby's number, but Kings 10. Icon is the road jersey Sac for Sacktown. Statement, the black jerseys with Kings on the front. And the city jersey Sacktown. If you're thinking sexual, don't. And then their 1950s home jerseys. The Rochester Royals, they used to be called back in the 50s when basketball was just basketball. Wow. I love those jerseys. Actually, I wonder if, hold on one tick, the Phoenix All-Time Suns have those jerseys, or you can change them. Oh, they have all those jerseys too. Okay. Oh, they have those jerseys. Okay. Okay, so they have the all-time, because I'm doing like an all-time thingy. So let's go back to the Royals jerseys. Those look kind of cool. Let's see their road. The road color's blue with Rochester on the front. Yep. And then they changed. They went to Cincinnati, became the Royals. You see the number and then the vertical lettering ROYALS. Road jerseys in blue. Nice. And then the 1980s. Well, they were in Cincy, then they moved to Kansas City, and then they were kicked out unceremoniously by their major indoor soccer team. And then they went to Sacramento, which is weird because Sacramento was a basketball team. Yeah, those are those jerseys when they came in. The Kings and all that. Those look cool. And then they changed it to Unfold Your Arms. Yeah, just that with the cursive. And then they changed it in 94 to Kings, not cursive, but like 3D lettering. And then the road jerseys were black, making them punks. And then their alternates. Wow, look at the alternates. Half black, half blue. I did not know they could do that. Wow, nice. And then their classic alternate there is just that color. And then they went the home jerseys with Kings just like in lowercase. And then Sacramento in uppercase for the road jerseys. Alternates. Oh, those alternates. Yeah, the gold alternates with the number above the Kings in cursive. And then they went with Sacramento, like they capitalized their stuff. On their home jerseys, road jerseys, they went with without the capitalization. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's what happens at the Knicks. These are our normal jerseys, the icon jerseys in blue. Sorry, associations white, like the home team. Those are the home whites and oranges. Icons, the road jersey. Statement is New York, but the New York is in white, not in orange. And the city jerseys are black. All that with the orange number. Classic New York jerseys from the 1950s. New York, kind of in the weird font. Number 9 with the orange. This is their home. Well, the difference with these jerseys is the number. The 50s jerseys have the number bigger and New York a little bit bigger. In the 1950s, they played in the blue and orange. They played in the first NBA game against the Toronto Huskies. And then they changed to these New York jerseys with the blue and orange striping, if you will. Like you could see the orange striping. And then in the 60s, they wore these ones, kind of similar to the ones you wear now. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And then the classic home jerseys in the 80s, they wore the big number on the front and then Knicks underneath with NY, the interlocking NY down there. And 9 for New York. Kind of weird, those jerseys. And then they came to their senses and wore those home jerseys, but on the shorts you see the number and Y still there. And then they took out the number on the shorts, kept the NY. 1992, they wore the next insignia on the shorts. Nothing really different. New York and all that. And then the shorts. I guess it's mostly the shorts that give you things. And then, yeah, I think the shorts make a difference. But other than that, I don't really think there was much. There's some stripe. Classic alternate. I didn't know they wore the orange alternates. All that with the blue numbers. Cool. Alright, so that's the Knicks. Lakers. Try to do like 25 minutes each. So the icon jerseys being the home jersey, association. Associations, they're whites and all that with the purple Lakers. And then the icons, they're normal ones with Lakers in purple with the yellow jersey. Statement. Purple jersey with Lakers in 6 and gold. And the city jerseys, just basically blue with the old Lakers stuff from the 1960s. No yellow or gold. The classic home jerseys were like that in the 1950s when they were in Minneapolis. That's why they're kind of called the Lakers. The road jerseys were MPLS from Minneapolis and all that. And then the classic home jerseys when they moved in 1960 were white with the blue Los Angeles and the blue numbering. And then the road jerseys, Los Angeles and blue. All that. And then they changed to yellow by 1966 with the purple Lakers. And then you see that. Purple and yellow. Classic home jerseys in yellow and all that with the 3D numbering. And then the away jerseys like that. And then they changed kind of the striping and all that. And then these were the classic home jerseys from the 70s to 80s because the numbers were in purple, not white, as you'll probably see. And these were the classic home jerseys they weren't in purple. Classic road jerseys and classic alternate white. How would you have white as an alternate if you're an NBA team? That's weird with the purple. Classic city being black with yellow and all that. And we're going to stop it right here. I've got other things I've got to keep my eyeballs on. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeff Diamond.